Hey y'all, it's your girl Simone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at LifeWithSymone. And don't forget to follow my business page at Brishari, y'all. I'm almost sold out of all my stuff, y'all. I'm super excited. Like, I'm literally like sold out of a lot of stuff, but like I'm almost sold out of literally everything now. But anyway, let's get into this video. I had to do that because I was like, get like my breath. Maybe I should drink water. Okay, so y'all, let's get into this video. Y'all, my birthday is in how many days now? How many days is my birthday in now? I think 7 or 8. I don't know. My birthday! I knew my birthday. No, it can't be 8 days because my birthday is 8 days after Halloween. Today not Halloween. So 9 days? I don't know. Anyways, y'all, so let's get straight into the video. I don't know if I should make this a continued video from the situation that, well, no, I guess this could be a part of a little toxic saga when me and her stopped being friends. I was gonna say when me and her broke up, when me and her stopped being friends or whatever, because this happened like during that time frame. So yeah, I guess so. All right, so let's get into it. So yeah, so one day after that whole little situation with the whole beach thing, if you haven't watched that video, I forgot what I titled it, but go watch the 1 and 2. But anyway, so after that situation, she had let me know. She was like, I like Tanya. Did I name her Tanya or Toya? I think it was Tanya. It don't matter. I'm not about to go check. She was like, I like Tanya. I'm gonna just say Tanya. I think it was Tanya that I named her. Or was it Toya? She was like, I like Tanya and I like Shisha. She was like, well, Shisha is whatever. Because y'all, Shisha was real blunt. Like, she gonna tell it how it is. So she was like, I like them, but I really don't want to be hanging out with them all the time. Like, I don't want to hang out with y'all in the hood. Like, that's not my thing. Which I didn't see nothing wrong with that, because it's like, back then, I wanted to hang out all the time, like in the hood. I want to hang out. That's what I wanted to do, be around the people. Now me today, if somebody was to tell me, bitch, let's go to somebody's hood, it's gonna be like, girl, no, what the fuck is wrong with you? So it's like, I get it. Like, everybody's not into the same shit. Like, some shit that she wanted to do, I wasn't into. So I'm like, okay, cool. Basically, what I'm getting out of this, I'm gonna keep these two friendships separate. So she was like, yeah, like, they cool or whatever, but I don't want to be too big, like, hanging out with them or whatnot. So I'm like, all right, cool, that's okay. So then, yeah, so she's like, yeah, if y'all go to a party or something, like, still let me know. Like, give me that option to pick if I want to go or not. But, like, other than that, let's do separate shit. So that was, so that was okay with me. I wasn't even really tripping about that. So one day, I'm like, okay, we made a day, like, we was gonna hang out or whatever. She was like, let's hang out. We was still, like, she'll be at my house or whatever. I'll take her to work. Ooh, excuse me. She'll be at my house. I'll take her to work. Like, I'll give her rides and shit like that. But, like, she will work on the weekends. So this day she called off on this Saturday because she was like, she want to hang out. We had it planned. I forgot what it was called. Like, back in the day, it was this club. Was it called Palms? I really don't remember what that shit was called. But everybody and their mama used to host it. It was lit. It was like a real lit ass club. And it was just go up every weekend. So she was like, let's go. We already had it set. We was like, okay, we're gonna go. She called off work. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna call off work so we can hang out on a Saturday, because I miss partying with you, doing this, that, and the third, even though we didn't party like that too much anyway. Either way it goes, she was like, she missed doing it. So I was like, all right, cool. So we planned this. It was probably like a week and a half, something like that, 2 weeks in advance, not that much. So yeah, so she called off, whatever. So it's that Saturday. We at the Fox Hills. We just walking around, like, going to Forever 21 and shit, seeing if we could see something. I already knew what I was gonna wear, but you know, if you could find something else, it's like, okay, cool. So we walking around the mall. We just having a good time. We talking. It's like early in the day, right? So she was like, oh, did you still want to go to Palms tonight? What the fuck? I don't like when people do that. Because if we already had it set that we're going here, bitch, we at the mall looking for something to possibly wear tonight. Why are you asking if I would still want to go? So I'm like, yeah, I still want to go. Like, you don't want to go no more? So she's like, no, I do want to go. I do want to go. But she was like, this boy. So remember the boy whose job we had put up on? And when we was going to the beach and she ended up staying? So she was like, he going to some club, because he used to try to do music too. Well, I guess he do music. I don't know what that boy doing in his life. So he was doing music around that time, and she was like, he trying to go to this other party because somebody, I forgot what rapper was gonna be there, and he was trying to like talk to him to see if like he get in a studio with him type shit. So she was like, he going to this club, and he said that such and such gonna be there because he knows such and such security guard, and he told him like, oh, they gonna be here tonight. So yeah, he trying to get in good with him. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. Because I'm thinking like, what are you telling me for? This nigga's going to go network. Why am I his manager? I'm confused. And I'm just like, oh, that's cool. That's what's up. Like, hopefully he could get in good with him or whatever so he could do music with him. She was just like, yeah. I was thinking, like, maybe we could go to that party. Mind you, the club that he was going to, that the person that he was trying to, like, get in good with, it was not giving the type of club I even wanted to be at. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. It wasn't giving a club that, like, it just wasn't giving that. So I'm like, no, I don't want to go there, because we already had it set. We've been talking about this every day. I'm the type of person, when I'm excited about something, I have to like stop myself, because I would literally irritate people by it. I don't know if I irritate, nobody told me I irritate them, but I would feel like I'm gonna annoy you because I'm gonna want to talk about it every day. Like, I can't wait for us to do this. I can't wait for this trip. I can't wait for, like, I get excited about shit and I want to talk about it because I'm excited. So we talked about this shit damn near every day. So it's like, no, I want to go to Mom's. Like, it was always popping, yeah, but like, let that boy go network. Like, why do you need to be there? Like, and I don't know, it's like, girl, no. And mind y'all, like I said, she said she wanted to hang out with just me. So that's why I didn't even invite Tanya or Shisha, because I was like, she wanted to hang out with just me and she wanted to be separate. So I'm like, okay, so how you over here trying to switch up the plans, and let's go with them. And mind y'all, I wouldn't have a problem with going somewhere with somebody's boo, or if they be like, oh, let's go with these people or something. But it's just the fact that it was like, his friends made me uncomfortable. Like, they was them type of ninjas that didn't know when it'd be like, bro, okay, chill. Like, you don't have to, if we all kicking and stuff, you don't have to like touch me or want to rub me or say sexual things to me. If I already gave you the no, that ain't happening, then why are you keep pushing it? And that's really how his friends would be. So, and I told her that too. Not this day, I told her before, and on this day I told her, like, I don't like hanging out with his friends. Like, they just don't know. They annoying as hell, especially when they start smoking. They be weird, like, you know. They be like, let me, you ain't never had a that got like this. I don't want to find out. I'm sorry, I don't wanna. So yeah, so she was just like, girl, they just be playing. Okay, but like, I was about to say, they don't come off as playing, but like, if I don't feel comfortable with you playing and talking, like playing in a sexual way to me, then don't do it. Like, it's weird. Like, it's just weird. And they not playing. Like, you could tell they coming off trying to like see, like, oh, okay, like maybe I could book. No, like, leave me alone. That's not it. So I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to go nowhere with him and his friends. And especially remember the story time about my 18th birthday? This shit, literally, I was at this time like 19 years old. So the shit that happened on my 18th birthday literally happened like last year, where you knew that your boyfriend homies put some shit in my drink. So bitch, I don't want to go. If I don't feel comfortable with people you with, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not going. Like, girl, no, it's not giving it. So I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to go nowhere with them. I ain't trying to drink with them, do none of that shit. Like, they be just too like pushy and shit like that. I'm cool. So she like, girl, he just be playing, like, he don't even like you. I don't give a fuck if he liked fucking Caillou. Bitch, I don't want to go around the nigga. I don't care who he like. So I'm like, I really don't care. He still be making me feel uncomfortable. And I'm like, girl, I thought we was just hanging out or whatever. Like, you said you called off work this Saturday so we could make plans and go out. And she was just like, yeah, but I never get to really hang out with him on Saturdays either because I be working. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, well, if that's the case, then you could have said that. I didn't beg this girl to call off on a Saturday. I could care less. Like, I had other shit I was doing. I had other friends. So, like, I could care less. It was her, the one that was like, I don't want to hang out with you and your other friends. And I'd rather just hang out with us separate and this, that, and the third. And literally, I literally went out the night before on Friday. So, it was like, yeah, now when we talk about it, if I'm excited about doing something or whatever, then I'm going to want to go. But, like, I wouldn't have pressed her to go out. Like, I literally go to the club every Friday. Like, I wouldn't have been pressed, but it's like we talked about it and we planned to go, so now I'm excited to go. So I'm like, okay, well, if you want to spend a Saturday with him, then you should have spent the Saturday with him. Like, girl, I'm not tripping. So she's like, I'm not saying it. Like, I want to hang out with you too. She was like, but I literally think, like, we should go to the club with them. She's like, plus, like, he said such and such is going to be there. Like, girl, that means a celebrity is going to be in the building. If one going to be in there, more than one going to be up in there, da-da-da-da, all this other shit. She's like, in Palms, it just be ratchet as fuck. Ain't nobody going to be up in there. Like, ain't no celebrities. It's probably going to be, like, local LA rappers and shit like that. But, like, yeah. So I was like, girl, I want to go to some ratchet shit. So I was like, oh, like, so you want to be around celebrities? I'm like, if that's the case, because I had a friend, he's still my friend, but I have a friend that's in the industry. So I'm like, He go to supper damn near every Tuesday. If you want to be around some celebrity shit, let me know. We go to supper with his ass. He could get us in. Like, it's not that deep for me. Like, it's not that deep. Like, it's not even the fact that she wanted to be around some celebrities. Like, she literally wanted to be around this nigga, which I didn't have a problem with. Because it's always that one person that's like, Symone, I feel like you secretly was jealous. And it's like, bitch, no, we had plans. I'm sorry. But anyway, so I was just like, you know what? If you want to go to that party, I don't want to go. And if you don't want to go to Palms, you don't have to go. Like, basically, we're not on the same page. So you do what you want to do. I'm not going to force you, because I'm not about to go out with you and then your whole attitude be weird. Because it's been times, and it's like, I just rather be like, girl, do what you want to do, and I'll probably find somebody to go to Palms, or I'll probably just find something else to do, like, at this point. So she was like, girl, okay, well, how about we just go kick it with them first, and then we could go to Palms afterwards. What part of me not wanting to kick it with these niggas? I don't even want to skate with these niggas. What part of that don't you get? Like, I was just like, girl, I don't want to kick it with them. Like, I don't. And it got to take a lot for somebody to rub me the wrong way. Because, y'all, I literally hung out with gangbangers who called us bitches all day. Not like that. They didn't call us, like, bitches like that. But, yeah, I literally been around worse type of people. Like, I've been around people that was, like, annoying as fuck. And I'll sit here like, why do I hang out with these folks? But, like, they made me just feel uncomfortable, and it's like your track record on letting people just put shit in drinks and then just saying woo and feel like, oh, I'm gonna save the day at the end of the day, so it's good. So I was like, no, I don't want to hang out with them. But I'm like, if you want to hang out with them, I'll drop you off. Like, just let me know, so when we leave here, I know which direction to go. Because if I get by my house, I'm not going back towards Venice to take you to his job. So she was just like, all right, yeah, I'm going to go kick it with him. Like, I'm going to kick it with him. She's like, well, I'm going to just kick it with him for a little bit. She's like, and then we go to Palms later. I already knew we wasn't finna go. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I ended up taking her over there to him. And she's like, girl, you sure you don't want to get out? I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I took her over there to him. And when I was like, damn, I don't want to go home. So who I hit up? I hit up Tanya and Shisha. I'm like, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? So they like, oh, okay, we, over there, like, at, you know, the somebody's hood, because I ain't gonna say the hood because it wasn't my hood. I don't want people to get confused, but it was somebody's hood. It was a hood. So they was like, they over there. So I was like, I'm about to pull up. So they was at this one boy house. We gonna just name him D. That's not his name. We just gonna name him that. And sometimes we'll go to his house because, like, he lived alone and he'll let us come near. Like, we could be at his house all day kicking it, having a good time, but if his baby mama was there, he kicking us out. He kicking us out. Only the boys could be there if she was there. Like, we couldn't be there. Mind you, none of us talked to D or nothing like that, but he act like he didn't know us. Like, we'd think it's good. We walk by, we'd be like, hey, D. He wouldn't speak. Like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? But yeah, if she there, we can't come in the house. He ain't even gonna speak to us. So yeah, they was like, we at D house. So I'm like, oh, okay, we good. We can come in the house today. He's like, yeah, his baby mama in Vegas. Mind you, she didn't litter. Like, she'll just go spend the night. I guess sometimes they'll be cool and she'll spend the night and shit. But, like, she didn't litter. So it's not like we in somebody's house and being disrespectful when she not home. No, it wasn't that. So anyway, I pull up over there. Everybody just chilling. They smoking and shit, talking shit, like, you know, just the usual. We just chilling up over there. So mind y'all, I'm a picture taking person, especially back then. I'm posting every freaking thing. I don't know why. Now I'm kind of like not too much with it. So we over there, we chilling. I'm taking pictures and shit. So we over there, we chilling, we taking pictures. I'm like posting pictures or whatever. And guess who ended up hitting me up? Toxic. She hit me up and she was just like, wow, mind you, I've been over there for a cool minute before I started like taking pictures and posting on Instagram. And Toxic gonna hit me up and was all like, wow. She was just like, wow, that's so crazy. I guess we not going to Palms no more. Like, I guess we're not going to the club no more. Girl, you know damn well we wasn't going no more. You know you wasn't finna kick it with him and then go, because you was going, what she thought was that I was going to sit around the house waiting for her, and then she was going to make up something like, oh, I'm going to just go with him to this club really quick and then you could pick me. No, it wasn't finna give that. So I was all like, girl, you already knew we wasn't going when you went to go kick it with him. Like, you know you don't want to go. So she was like, I did want to go. Like, you know, just we going back and forth about it. And I was like, girl, it's not that deep. I really don't care if you don't want to go. Like, I'm over it now, like, you know. And she was just like, okay, well, since you over there with them and I wasn't trying to go to the club with them, I'm gonna just go to the club with him. And I'm like, girl, I wasn't going to the club with them, because mind you, I wasn't asking him to go to the club. Like, for some reason, it's like when we went out, we would like with them, we would go to hood stuff. Like, we wouldn't go to like other stuff for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I would have other friends that I would go to like Hollywood or like other clubs with, but like when it came down to these friends, we would only go to like hood clubs. you know, you have different friends for different reasons. Like, it balanced it out. So I wasn't even gonna ask them to go with me there. Like, it was dead. When me and Toxic wasn't going, it was out. And I had other friends I could have asked. Like, other friends I went to, like, other clubs with. But it was, I feel like it was last minute. And I don't like people to last minute me, so I don't last minute people. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going. So she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go with him then. So I'm like, all right, cool, have fun. So she gonna say, can you go by my house and pick up my clothes? I'll give you gas money to bring them to me. Girl, tell that nigga to make a car. Tell him to get a fucking car. While he over here chasing a nigga to go to the studio with, tell him to go chase a car salesman down and buy him one. Because, bitch, what the fuck I look like? Driving all the way back to come take you some clothes. Go to your house. Pick up your clothes and then drive way back over there and then come back. I don't know if I look like the fucking taxi cab, bitch. Do this look like crazy taxi? Like, bitch, you. So I'm like, girl, no. The fuck? None of them niggas got no car up over there. So she was just like, they do, but I'm not about to ask. Mind you, they didn't. So she was like, I'm not about to ask them. Like, I don't want to ask them. They doing shit. Like, they working. Mind you, where he worked at, I'm just not going to say because people be just too much into, like, trying to find shit. But, like, where he worked at, basically everybody worked for themselves type shit. Like, you good. If somebody had a car there, they could take you if they're not busy, or if somebody else could use somebody's car, like, yo, dude, it was not, no. How you could go over there and chill at the job and anybody else can, yeah. So anyway, I'm like, girl, no, I'm not about to do that. So she was just like, wow, whenever you get around them, you be acting funny. When would I have ever done that? Like, I'm sorry. So I was just like, I didn't say that to her. I didn't say I'm sorry. I'm not gonna apologize. But yeah, I was just like, whatever. I just didn't reply. So anyway, we chilling or whatever. And at this point, I was thinking, oh no, not at this point, y'all. So before, when she was saying she didn't want to go, it was at the mall. Yeah, I was kind of in my feelings and I still wanted to go before I just like said fuck the whole situation. When she was like, can I drop her off at Oh Boy? I had put on Facebook who's going to Palms tonight because I wanted to see who was all gonna go, and maybe I could find somebody else to go with that's already going, because then it wouldn't be last minute then, right? So I went on Facebook and I ended up checking the status. I see people saying like, ooh, come pick me up, can I go with you? People, you know, random people. For some reason I had this thing where I met a lot of people on Facebook, like a lot of random friends. I ain't even gonna lie, some good, some bad, some worked out, some long term, some wasn't. It just was weird. I just met people on the internet. I don't know why. I have real friends in real life, but I just always like more. I don't know, it's weird. Well, it's not weird, it's not wrong with meeting people. But anyway, so it was this girl that I met on Facebook like a long time ago when I was in high school. She was one of many, and we was really close. Like, we got close, and she used to add all my friends and stuff like that. Me and her never linked. We've been friends for years. Like, probably I met her probably when I was in, like, I don't know, we was friends at this point, Facebook friends, cool friends, like texting, talk on the phone from time to time for well over, like, let's say like 4 years. So me and her never met in person. She lived somewhere like in Hemet or something like that. She lived somewhere deep in the IE. Is that considered IE? I don't know. She lived somewhere deep. And when she would come to LA on the weekends, like clubbing, party, shit like that. Don't mind my nails, I'm taking them off. When she would come, she'd be like, oh, I'm in LA for the weekend, or I'm coming to LA. And every time we would be about to link, she would always disappear, phone died, something. Like, it would be something to why I could never see this girl. Like, her phone died, and she'll hit me up on Sunday. Like, she'll tell me Friday she gonna be in LA. And I'm like, oh, me too. That's when, excuse me, when I didn't live out there, she'd be like, my phone died for the whole weekend. Like, it would be weird. So at one point, I thought, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. At one point, I thought this girl was a fake page, but she was just so cool that I didn't care, because I'm like, we would talk on the phone. We'd be on three-way sometimes. She added all my friends to where she'd comment on their posts, and they just like talk to her. I just really thought at one point, I'm like, this girl clearly a fake page, but she cool as fuck. So whenever she decided to become her real self, we could be cool, like, you know. But I just was talking to her. I just thought she was a fake page, and it's not like her pictures looked fake or anything like that, but you know, people make fake pages out of any fucking body. Like, and then a lot of her pictures, she had, like, you know, people used to take pictures like covering their face and shit like that. So I really couldn't tell you what this girl looked like. So I kind of could on some pictures, but it was like, I don't know. I really don't know. So anyway, she ended up commenting on my post and was like, I'm in LA this weekend. Mind you, a lot of these people I met, a lot of people, period, back in the day, I used to have titles with people. Like, you know how people be like big homie, little homie, girlfriend, wife, baby daddy, cousin, freak mama, you know, shit like that. Like, people have titles with people. So she was like, we had a title. So she was like, I'm in LA or whatever this weekend. I want to see you. Like, let's link. She was like, I was thinking about going out tonight. So we coming back and forth on my post. So I'm thinking like, here she go. I'm not thinking nothing of it. So she's like, your number's still the same, I'm about to call you. So I'm like, yeah. So she ended up calling me. I'm like, hey girl, she's like, what you doing? I told her like, oh, I'm at the homie house, we kicking it or whatever up over here. And she's like, girl, come get me, I'm at my auntie house, they having a party and shit like that, but I'm out here for the weekend, I want to turn up with you. And I was like, oh, okay. So I told her like, girl, I don't think I'm going to Palms no more, like my homegirl flaked and I'm kind of over it now, we just chilling up over here. She's like, girl, I don't mind, I want to kick it with niggas, like I don't mind, come get me. So I'm like, all right, send me the address. And she's like, okay, girl, I'm on this side of town. Like, she just said, like, she was on the east side. I'm like, okay. So she's like, yeah, just head towards the east side. Tell me when you close. I said, girl, I don't know if you ain't never been up over here, but that don't make no sense. That's like me telling somebody, I'm on Vermont. Vermont stretches far as fuck. It goes through different cities. Like, bitch, what street? What are you on? So, yeah. So she's like, oh, okay. So I'm like, yeah, send me the Addy and I'll come. So when I'm sitting there, I'm telling them, I'm like, yeah, we just gonna give her a name. Let's just name her Rhonda. So I'm sitting there, I'm telling them like, y'all, this girl named Rhonda that I've been friends with. I give them the whole breakdown. Friends for years, never met her. Da, 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 da. I'm like, D, she trying to come to the house, like, kick it. Y'all cool? Like, could she come? Is it cool? So he like, yeah, she cool. Like, as long as she ain't no, he said like they enemy's name. And I like, and he was like, yeah, as long as she ain't that, she good. She come. So I was like, all right. So they was like, oh yeah, bring her. She should, like, Tanya, I was gonna say her name. Tanya, she be like cool. Like, she's real bubbly and just like, yeah, like the more the better. Like, she be like, bitch, you be friends with anybody. You just be making friends with anybody. You too damn nice. And I'm like, girl, shut up. Like, I've been knowing this girl before I even knew you. So yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get her. So finally she sent the address. It's probably like 10 minutes later she sent the address and was like, come pull up, I'm ready. So I was like, all right, I'm about to go get her. So they was like, all right. They making fun, like, mind you, Vaughn and Dirk was there, so they making fun and they like, man, you gonna pull up, it's gonna be a 60-year-old man. And I was like, y'all stupid. They like, man, let us know, like, you sure you don't need us to come, because you's probably some crazy shit finna pop out. You ain't never met this girl. I'm like, it's cool, it's really her, I think, right? Y'all, it's funny, because I swear every time, never mind. But anyway, so we go head up over there, me, Shisha, and Tanya, and we head up over there. And yeah, so when we pull up, you know me, I put my hazards on and my foot is on the brake. I don't put my car in park just in case I need to pull off. So I ended up calling her and I told her I'm outside. So she's like, all right, she's gonna come. So it took her a minute. I tell you, like, it took like 10-15 minutes for this girl to come outside. So while she was like, she coming, we looking, mind you, they having a party, the street real active, it's so many people walking by, and I'm like, I think that's her right there. So she's like, Symone, you don't even know what the fuck this girl look like, show me her Facebook. I'm like, she be covering her face. And it's just funny because it reminded me of that time, that story time. Remember when I told y'all I met the boy off MySpace and I was like, I think it was, he was embarrassed to me or something like that. I forgot what I titled it. And we was at the movies and I and I didn't know who he was. And I'm over here like, there he go. Oh wait, there he go. Like, that shit just reminded me of that and it was so funny. So finally, I see a girl and she calls me. Mind you, I tell her what type of car I'm outside and all this other stuff. She called me. So anyway, she calls me and she like, all right, girl, I'm outside, I don't see you. So I'm like, oh, girl, I see you right here, because I see somebody on the phone. So I roll my hand down. I'm like, hey, girl, it's me. Like, I see you right here or whatever. And mind you, I really yelled at the window. I was like, hey, girl. Because mind you, like, when me and her would talk, like, she seemed real fucking ratchet. Like, not ratchet, but, like, she'd be turned up. Like, she gave that energy. Like, so that's just how, like, sometimes she'll call me and be like, what's up, bitch? Be loud and shit. So, y'all, when I seen her, I'm out the window, I'm like, what's up, girl? It's me. Like, I'm loud. When I tell y'all, she was like, okay, I see you. And hung up the phone. Yo, she hung up in my face and I'm just like, oh, okay. And then I could see her, mind you, I could see her. She get on the phone, she calls somebody else and she's walking slowly to the car, but she's talking, but I can't hear her, but I could see her and she's walking so slow to the car. So I'm like, is she talking shit about me? Like, what the fuck? I didn't think this, well, I did kind of think that because I be thinking a lot of shit, but like the more the night went on, that's what made me think more like, the fuck. So she ended up finally getting to the car, y'all. Mind you, I told her I'm with people. I'm like, oh, I'm with my homegirls. They in the car too. Why does bitch walk to the passenger door and open the door? Mind you, Shisha is on her phone, like down, like looking down at her phone. So she wasn't paying attention and I had unlocked the door because old girl walking up. So why she open the passenger door? So she was just like, hey y'all. So she was like, girl, what the fuck? She was like, what the fuck? And she was just like, hey girl, can I get in the front? Because I really don't like sitting in the back and I want to fix my makeup in the mirror. So she was like, no. She She was like, no. And she was like, girl, no, I really want to fix my makeup in the mirror because we finna go be around boys. And I was like, girl, they is not boys. Mind you, they are, but it's like, you know, we don't look at them like that. So I'm like, girl, it ain't like, you know, they not nobody. You ain't gotta get cute for them or whatever like that. But I understand, because if she want to fix her makeup, but why you didn't do that before you had me come? But either way I go. So she was telling she like, yeah, I really want to sit right here so I could look in this mirror. And she was like, no. She was like, girl, you better get in the back seat. And why Rhonda gonna say, Symone, can you tell her if I could sit in the front seat, because I want to fix my makeup in this mirror. So mind you, I'm not about to tell her to get out the car, which somebody probably gonna be like, I would have nicely said, it's your first time meeting her. No, like, that's where I'm about to be like, girl, get in the back. I don't kick nobody out for the back unless it's my nigga to get in the front. Like, no, it depends. Like, if you was, my sister will automatically get in the back when I'll go like pick up. Back in the day, like, I wouldn't tell her to get back. She'll just automatically be like, you get in the front. But yeah, I'm about to kick somebody out the front seat. So she ended up getting in the back seat. So I'm like, Rhonda, come on, girl. Like, bitch, get in the car. So she ended up getting in the car. And Tanya like, hey, girl, like, just bubbly nice. And she's like, hey, what's up? Hi, I'm Rhonda. Da-da-da-da. She introducing herself. And I'm like, girl, I finally get to see you. Mind you, I'm loud. So she's like, because at this point, we kind of had a little sip of some things. Either way I go, I was still kind of being loud for some reason. So she was just like, yeah, I know, right? Finally for the first time. But she kind of seemed irritated. My mind, she probably was irritated because she couldn't sit in the front. But that's not my fault. Like, you could have, I don't know, make those requests. You know, when you request the Uber, you request like a truck or a car, you know, make those requests ahead of time. So she like, yeah, I know, right? It's been a while. What you mean it's been a while? Bitch, I ain't never seen you before. So I'm just like, right, girl? Oh my God. I'm like, you ready to turn up? I'm like, yeah, we gonna be up over here for a little while, but like, we could go pull up somewhere else. Like, we could just be in traffic, pulling up on different people. Like, we ain't gonna sit over there for too long, but like, you know, we could do this. It really don't matter, girl. Oh my God. And I'm just loud. So she's like, girl, why you so loud? Bitch, excuse me? That's why I don't like when people tell me why I'm loud. Ooh, that's a trigger. Oh, y'all, I date this guy. We'd be arguing. He'd be like, why are you yelling? Now I'm about to scream. What the fuck? I don't like that. Like, I don't know. It irritates me. Like, maybe you could be like, dang, girl, in a joking way. But if you say it basically like, I didn't pay attention to shit you just said, bitch, why is you loud? Girl, at least answer what I said to you. I don't know. So she's like, why you so loud? And I was like, girl, what? Like, the fuck? But, yeah, she was just like, you loud, girl. Like, you turned up. You hyper. Like, what's up with you? And I'm just like, girl, I'm in a good mood. Like, I can't be in a good mood? What the fuck going on with her? So, anyway, I was just thinking, like, this bitch weird. I'm just kidding. I didn't think that. So, anyway, when we on the way there, she asked me if I could stop at a liquor store because she went to get some cigarettes. So, I'm like, okay, sure. So, we pull up to the liquor store or whatever, and we all get out and got something to drink, chips, stuff like that. So, we hop back in the car. She was like, can I smoke this in here? So we hop back in the car. She was like, can I smoke this in here? Mind you, I let people smoke trees in my car, but like, cigarette smoke irritates my nose. Still to this day, that shit irritates my nose, make my allergies start acting up. And when my allergies act up really bad, I get irritated and I want to go home because the shit hurts and it be just irritating. Like, it just ruins my whole night. So I said no. I'm like, girl, hell no, you cannot smoke no cigarette up in here. So she like, girl, why? I'm like, cause that shit irritates my nose. I don't like that shit. So why this bitch gonna say, excuse me, do y'all mind if I smoke a cigarette in here? Bitch, this is my car. This is my car. Like, how you gonna ask them, bitch? Excuse me? So I'm like, I just laugh. Like, I kind of laugh. I'm thinking like, she playing? So why fucking Shisha was like, girl, how you gonna ask us if we mind when this is her car? And she said no. And she was like, I'm just asking because I'm thinking like maybe she don't want me to smoke it because y'all don't want to smell it or something. So I was like, no. I said, well, I didn't want you to smoke it. Like, I don't like the smell of it or whatever. Like, I'm like, you can smoke when we get to where we going. Like, we literally not that far. You can smoke over there. So she was like, girl, I wanted to smoke before I pulled up over there, but okay. So I'm like, girl, like, I don't know, like, I really don't know what to say. So I was like, do you want to stand outside the liquor store and smoke it, like, before we pull off? Because I don't know what to say. So she's like, I'll roll the window down. And I'm like, that's fine, but no. I just don't want you to, like, but I'm not saying it in an attitude way, but it's like, girl, I don't want you to. You'd have been better off sparking the shit without asking. I don't know. So anyway, we finally pull up to where we're going, and they get out the car and they start walking towards the house, and I was standing by the car, and she got the car, and I'm still standing there. So she's like, girl, why are we standing at the car? So I was like, oh, you want to smoke your cigarette? Like, you can smoke your cigarette or whatever. And she was just like, girl, no, I'm gonna just smoke it in the house. How you just gonna offer to smoke into somebody's house? So I was like, girl, I don't know. I'm like, because even when they be smoking trees, like, he be having them go outside and shit. So I don't know. I don't think he gonna let you smoke in the house. Like, they be going in the backyard. So she's like, girl, well, I'll ask him. Girl, y'all, when I tell y'all I was giving attitude, I'm like, the fuck? What's up with this bitch? So anyway, I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, you know, because I'm about to be standing out here and shit, whatever. So we walk towards the house. We go in the house. And I'm like, hey, y'all. Like, we back. I'm like, and they like talking. They like, oh, okay, so there go your friend. Your friend was real. So I'm like, shut up. But I'm loud, y'all. I'm loud. So she was just like, girl. Like, she tapped me and was like, girl. Like, basically, like, shut up. Like, why are you so loud? Bitch, you not finna come to my neck of the woods and tell me how to act. So I was just like laughing. I just laughed it off. So I'm like, okay, Rhonda, this Dirk, this Vaughn, this D, these other two rando people that don't need a name, this such and such. Like, you know, I'm just like, that's them. Boom. So then we go up in there, we sit down or whatever. So then I'm like, just sitting there, we talking or whatever. She started talking to them or whatever. She's like, where the hood y'all from? So they like, why? Where you from? Who are you? Da 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 da. So she's like, oh, I don't bang. I'm not even from LA. Like, I just be coming out here sometimes, but I got family from such and such. Girl, why the fuck does it matter? The fuck? Like, why does it matter? Like, if I meet somebody, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I have family from this hood and this hood. Like, it's gonna be like, okay. Did they win an award in their hood? Like, why do I care? But I'm just like, she telling them, they having a conversation. So I'm talking to Shisha and them, and I'm like, yeah, da 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 da. So they end up asking me about Toxic, like, oh, I thought you were supposed to go out with her. So I'm like, nah, I just kind of briefly gave what happened. But mind y'all, Tanya and Shisha knew why Toxic didn't want to hang out with them. Like, it was clear because they had asked about her again. I was like, yeah, she just rather hang out separate. Like, she don't want to hang out, like, over here all the time and shit like that. She just rather hang out somewhere else. But, like, you know, she don't have no problem with y'all. Because that's what she said. She was like, she don't have a problem with us. She'll problem with them. She'll go out with them on other occasions, but she don't want to hang out up over here, like, in the hood all day. So I was like, yeah. And she was like, girl, that bitch just don't like us. It's like, tell her to be real. She don't like us. I'm just like, she like y'all. Well, maybe not you, Shisha, but yeah, she like y'all. But anyway, so they talking. So then next, you know, Rhonda came over there and was like, oh, Symone, I'm finna smoke this. I'm finna smoke this. So I was like, girl, you need to ask D, this his house. So then she was like, can you ask him? So I was like, you know what, let me ask, since it's my company. Mind you, she was just over there having a full conversation with them. So I was like, D, can she smoke this in here? And he was like, smoke what? And I was like, a cigarette. So she was like, so. And I'm like, what? Like, you know, bitch, you act like I asked some crazy ass shit. You just literally asked me to ask this. So he was like, nah, you gotta smoke that outside. And she was like, Symone, that's why I was telling you to come with me outside to smoke it. No, the fuck you didn't. And I'm just thinking like, so I was like, okay, you want me to come with you outside? So she's like, yeah. So we went out to the back and she's smoking. So Dirk ended up coming outside to smoke too. And me and him just talking. Like I said, I don't know. I kind of mentioned that before. Like me and Dirk had like a little chemistry, but it never went nowhere. Like for real. But like we did have like chemistry. But I'm going to tell more stories about Dirk. And it's crazy because y'all, when I tell y'all why I stopped hanging out with these people, it really was some shit where I was like one and done. And I wish I would have had this energy for other people, but I didn't. But yeah, when I get to that, I'll get to that. Even though like it's no beef, like we ended up becoming cool again. Like, well, it was never beef, we didn't fall out, but it was just some weird shit that I peeped. But anyway, me and Dirk back there, we flirting, we just kind of like talking like how we talk or whatever and shit like that. So she was just like, what's up with y'all? Mind you, waving a cigarette close as fuck to my face, because mind you, I kind of stood back. And it's like, I stood back because like I said, the smoke irritates my nose. It's like she extended her hand to my face. What's up with y'all? Girl, why the fuck is you waving that fucking shit in my face? So she's like, what's up with y'all? So I was like, nothing. Like, what you mean, what's up with us? And he was like, what you saying? Cause like, what you saying? Like to her. And so, you know, we just like playing it off. And she's like, oh, like y'all seem like y'all like each other. Like I could just tell y'all like each other. So I kind of just laughed it off like, no, I'm just kidding. I ain't laugh like that. But like, I kind of just laughed it off like, oh yeah, no, girl, that's Dirk. And she just like, okay. like, y'all cute though. And I was just like laughing. So we talking, and it just seemed like comments that the girl made, I don't know, like, okay, this is what I realized about her. Even when we would be Facebook friends and we would talk, she kind of gave off, you know how some girls come off as thinking like being mean is fun, like it's cool, like people gonna like you more, like, oh, she's so mean. Like, I don't know, like she would never be that way towards me, but like towards her other friends she would be that way. But she was never that way towards me, so I wasn't expecting it to be like this. But it's like, I noticed when we'd be around other people, she would give off irritated with me, like that type of mean type of reaction. It's like, bitch, you don't know me. Like, we know each other from Facebook, but you don't know me for real. Like, don't do that. Like, you being weird. Like, she was making like Symone, she'd be like, Symone, you slow. She's fucking slow. Like, saying shit like that. Like, and it'd be like, girl, what the fuck is up with you? Like, you know, so I'm like, girl, no. I started kind of getting offended, because it's like, yeah, I could have airhead moments at times, but like, girl, don't do that. Like, that's weird. I don't know, I feel like that's weird, because before Dirk came outside and it was just us talking, like, we was cool, everything cool, but when you get around other people, you kind of try to act like, give off like, I'm trying to make you like the butt of the joke type shit, and be like, Symone slow ass always. Bitch, what is you even talking about? Like, for real. And that shit irritates me, so I start getting an attitude. So she like, what's wrong with you? Like, you getting mad? What you mad for? I'm like, I'm not mad. I was like, girl, I'm not mad. Like, ain't nothing wrong with me. So she's like, okay. So he ended up going in the house, and we talking about shit, like more about like Facebook and shit like that and all this other shit. And she like, girl, where's such and such? And I'm like, girl, I hang out with her sometimes, you know, I have different friends for different friend groups occasions. Like, I don't mix my friends like that. Like, you know, so she's like, oh, okay, da-da-da-da, talking like that. You know what's crazy? Because none of my Facebook friends, when I met random people on Facebook, they never was friends with Toxic too. They was always friends with all my other friends except her. But anyway, so we go back in the house, and I'm sitting next to Shisha and Tanya, and she ended up stopping by like Dirk and D and Vaughn and all of them, and she talking to them or whatever. So they like bring up something. They was like, oh, that's you a real person. We thought she was gonna bring back like a 60-year-old man or something. Like, they just laughing. And she was just like, why would I not be a real person? So they was like, cause this y'all first time meeting, y'all met on Facebook or whatever. Like, she was like, we did not meet on Facebook. So they like, then that's what Symone told us. Like, this is her first time meeting you. She was like, Symone, ooh, excuse me. So she was like, Symone, but she didn't say my name. She said like the title we had together. Like, so she was like, this my first time meeting you. So I was like, yeah, this our first time linking. She like, this our first time meeting, not linking. This our first time meeting each other. And I was like, well, technically it's not our first time meeting each other, because we met on Facebook like years ago, but it's our first time linking. But you said it was your first time meeting me. Like, you met me before. Like, Symone, don't act slow. Y'all, when I said, I was just like, oh, this bitch finna piss me the fuck off. Mind you, I'm like, whew. Somebody gonna say, couldn't be me. Y'all love to say that, couldn't be me, in the comments. That should be annoying, because it's like, okay, we different people. We two different people. But I low-key be like, I didn't want to get into it with her in front of them, because I didn't want her to think like, oh, you around your friends, you being funny. But she was being weird her damn self. So honestly, I shouldn't have cared. And I hate the people that be like, I would have did. Well, this ain't your fucking story. But no, for real, could them be annoying too. Or I hate the people that be like, Symone, why you didn't? Because I didn't. Because this not how the story went. But anyway, so yeah, so she like, yeah, don't act slow. So I was like, girl, well, technically we did just meet low key. Like, you know, we met on Facebook. We've never met in person before. Like, so technically, yeah. So it was like, no, I've been knowing Symone for a long time. We go way back, such and such and such. And this is not our first time meeting in person. Like, we've met in person before, Symone. Like, at Club Heat. Girl, we've never, like, I remember it was a time where she told me she was going to Club Heat, and then she told me she seen me there, but didn't speak to me. Come on now, you was not there. And that's why I really thought the bitch was a fake page, because I was like, how we talk all the time, and you see me somewhere and didn't speak? Make it make sense. So, I'm like, girl, no, we didn't. Like, you know, she's like, you really gonna play dumb? She's like, that's because her ass be drinking. Used to be young as fuck, just drinking, getting drunk, and you don't be remembering shit. That's not cool. That's not cool. And I was like, girl, I was not drunk. I never seen you at Club Heat. The fuck? Like, I would have remembered that. I'm like, I've never seen you at Club Heat. She's like, girl, I've been there plenty of times, and I've seen you. Like, I've seen you. Used to be with that one boy. What's that boy name that you used to date? Used to be with him all the time, girl. I seen, like, come on, don't act like that. So at this point, I'm like, is she kidding? Like, is this a joke? So I'm kind of like laughing, like, girl, no, like, I don't know. I'm like, I remember you said you seen me, but like, you didn't speak to me, so I didn't see you, so technically that's not us meeting in person. We didn't speak. So she was just like, me and her go way back. We go way back though. Like, we did not meet on Facebook. We met at the teen club. No, we didn't. So y'all, at this point, I'm just not even engaging because I'm like, what the fuck is up with her? This bitch is weird. So they just talking. They like, oh, okay, whatever. Either way it goes, like, we didn't know. So Shisha was like, I think if Symone, yeah, she was like, I think if Symone would have met you before, we wouldn't have been sitting outside the house looking and thinking you was other people walking up to the car. So she was like, well, I don't know why she did that. Her slow ass, bitch, y'all, when I tell y'all, it was irritating because it's like, bitch, why do you keep calling me slow? Like, you want me to be slow? You want me to play slow and forget how to take you back home? Like, I could be slow. So she like, her slow ass, da-da-da-da-da, y'all. I'm just like, this bitch is pissing me the fuck. No, she was pissing me off though. So I said, girl, I've never seen you in person before. This is my first time meeting you in person. I said, honestly, girl, I thought your ass was a fake page. And she's like, why would I be a fake page? Why would I? We talk? How many times have we talked on the phone? I said, girl, what that got to do with anything? We've never been on Uvu together. Like, you never hop on the camera. Well, we never been on Uvu together, period. Like, she just said she didn't have no webcam. I don't know. I'm like, girl, I thought she was a fake page. So she like, so you would have just been having a conversation with a fake page for all these years? I said, girl, you wasn't nobody I was dating. Fuck, I didn't could care less. You was a friend. So she like, girl, see, that's what I'm talking about, Symone. Your ass be tripping. You be tripping. And she just laughed. She started laughing. So I'm like, okay, maybe she was kidding. She probably just talked real aggressive, but she kidding because she started laughing. So I started laughing too, like, weirdo. So anyway, so they still talking. I'm talking to Shisha and them. Shisha like, I don't like her. We still talking. I'm like, y'all want to go pull up on somebody else? Like, what y'all want to go do? So she was just like, they like, oh, it really don't even matter or whatever like that. So y'all, next thing you know, she stopped talking to them and she ended up going to sit down. Mind you, she didn't sit where we were sitting at. She sat like how his living room was set up. It was super big, but he had a random chair in a corner for some reason by the window. Maybe he liked to spy on his neighbors. I have no idea. Maybe his baby mamas like to see who walking past the house. I'm just kidding, but I don't know why that chair was there. So mind you, she didn't come sit on the couch where we was at, like all on the couches and shit. She went and sat in that chair over there. So I kind of like looked back and I'm like, So I just kept talking to them. I noticed she was sitting there for a cool minute. At first I'm thinking like maybe she finna hop on the phone with somebody or something. She just want to be out the way. But she was sitting there for a cool minute. So y'all, I go up over there and I'm like, hey girl, you good? And she was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, see, with an attitude, mind you, she was just laughing and kikiing. Like, I'm confused. So I'm like, okay, girl, I was just checking on you. So I'm like, if you want, we could leave from here. Like, we could go pull up on some other people and stuff like that. She was like, I'm like, all right, yeah. I'm like, girl, come sit over here. She's like, I'm good right here. So I'm like, okay. So I ended up like trying to make small talk with her. She was just giving me like basically like, yeah, So I ended up walking off. I'm like, all right. So I ended up walking off. I'm talking to Tanya and then I'm engaging in a conversation with everybody else. I noticed it's been a cool minute. She's still sitting in that fucking corner. I go up over there again. So I'm like, you good? Like, you hungry or anything like that? She's like, why do you keep checking on me? I'm good. Yo, I'm like, what's up with this bitch? Bitch, you got me fucked up. I'm just kidding. But no, like, for real, what's up with you? So I'm like, you cool? Like, I'm trying to make sure you good. Like, you my company and you sitting off to the corner by yourself. I'm trying to make sure you good. So she like, I'm good. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm okay. Like, I'm fine. I'm good. So I'm like, okay. She like, yeah, girl, stop checking on me. Like, leave me alone. So I'm like, okay. I was like, well, let me know when you're ready. Because at this point, the fuck? Weird. She was like, I thought she said we gonna go pull up on other people. I'm like, all right, well, I'll let you know when we leaving. Because what's up with you? So we ended up going to go sit down, and I was going to go pull up on my one friend. So anyway, we was chilling, and I thought we was going to go pull up on this boy. So y'all remember that story time that I did? And it was like, story time, I'm ready for her to go home. Or I'm ready for her to go or something like that. And remember when I told y'all when we was at Thirsty Thursdays, when I had met the boy Dub. Remember? And I was like, he was just standing there, he wouldn't talk. So at this point, me and Dub was cool. Like, we cool friends. We hung out for a cool amount of times or whatever. So I was like, okay, we go pull up on Dub or whatever. So, but he was doing some other shit. What I'm gonna tell y'all, like, he was doing some other shit or whatever, right? And he was just occupied at the time. So I'm like, dang, we ain't gonna go pull up on him or whatever. So I'm like, it's cool, whatever. I'm not tripping or whatever. So we ended up just chilling. And then at this point, girl had called me. Rhonda had told me, like, called me over there. So I ended up going over there, and she was just like, Symone. And I'm like, what? What the fuck? Bipolar bitch. So she like, I want to go meet up with my boo. Like, I got this boo in LA. She was like, and he live on this side of town. Like, she told me what side of town he live on. She was like, yeah, he want to see me. She was like, and I'm going to spend a night with him. Like, I already knew I was going to spend a night with him. She was like, but I was waiting on him to get home. She was like, can you drop me off over there? Like, please. So I was just like, okay, where he live at? And she told me where he lived at or whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll take you. I'm like, when you want to go right now? Like, get the fuck out of here. She was like, yeah, we can leave right now. We can leave right now. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right, y'all, we finna go. We gonna come back though. Like, we finna go. So they like, all right. So I'm like, Shisha, Tanya, come with me. So we leave out. I didn't want to go tell them like she was gonna meet up with no nigga, even though it didn't really matter no way. So we leave out and I asked her like, where was the boy at? Like, is he at home or whatever? Y'all, why? Before I asked that, I'm driving because she told me where he lived at. So I'm like, I don't know where that's at. I'm driving and she was just like, wait, where you going? So I'm like, I'm going towards where you asked me to drop you off at, like, you know, towards his house. She was like, girl, that's what I be talking about. You be acting so slow. You should have told me that first because he's not at home. He's somewhere else. What do you mean I should have told you that? You just told me to drop you off at this nigga's house. So I'm like, where's he at? So she told me he was at this train station because he was on his way to go home, right? So she like, he at the train station. So I'm like, oh, okay. Mind you, it's not too far from where we at this point. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, oh, okay, you want me to take both of y'all to his house? Like, you know, I could give him a ride. It's no problem. So she's like, yeah. So he come up to the car. We go to the train station. She find him. He comes to the car. And he like, what's up? Mind you, I don't know why when we pulled up, Shisha rolled down the window. So he put his arms in the window. He like, what's up? He like, oh, what's up? What's up? What y'all doing? What y'all on? So Rhonda like, it's me. I'm Rhonda. Mind you, clearly he probably ain't never seen her before either. So he like, oh, okay. You back there. I see you back there. All right, what y'all on? So I'm like, y'all, you want me to give y'all a ride to your house? Then get the fuck in the car. What you doing? Why'd you in the window? So he like, oh, okay. What y'all finna do tonight? Like, y'all want me to call some of my homeboys to come up over and y'all kick it with us? So I'm like, no. I'm trying to get far away from this. She weird. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm like, no. So he like, all right. He's like, yeah. All right, before we go to my house, I gotta go by somebody else's house. He said somebody's house far as fuck away and was like, yeah, can you take me by there? That's why I was at the train station because the train station wasn't far from where he lived at. So he was like, can you take me by there? Because I gotta go pick up some shit from there and I gotta go somewhere else and then we gonna come back to my house. So I was like, no. Fuck, are you dumb? Why would I now start running you all over the world? No, what's up with these niggas ain't got no car, a bike, something, shit. What's up with y'all? So I was like, I'm not about to go way up over there. Like, I'm not doing all of that. So she was like, Symone, I'll give you gas money if that's what you need. Like, you ain't got no gas or something like that. So I was like, no, that's not the problem. She was like, girl, I know you're not working right now, but like, I could give you gas money. Bitch, first of all, my grandpa gave me his gas card. So keep your money. So I'm like, and at this time, I was doing cool for myself. Even though I wasn't working, I was doing fine. I'm like, girl, I wasn't, what the fuck? Bitch, she was pissing me off. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing all that. I'm not taking y'all all over the world. No, I'm not doing all of that. Not gonna happen. Y'all up the street from your house, just go home, bro. You ain't got no car. It's already sundown. Go home. So he was like, oh, no, it's cool, little mama. It's cool. I ain't worried about it. It's cool. He's like, all right, come on, Rhonda. We just gonna catch the train. I was gonna do that shit anyway. Come on, Rhonda. So she was just like, Symone, you really can't take us to go do what he had to do. Y'all wasn't doing shit anyway, but just kicking it with them niggas. So she was like, if she don't want to take you, she don't gotta take you. And I was like, Rhonda, it's not that. Like, he's trying to go far as fuck. He said like 3 different locations in 3 different areas. No, I'm not doing all of that. So I was like, I'm not doing that just to come back up over here. No, I'm not about to play taxi. Like, I don't feel like doing that. Plus, we've been drinking and shit. I don't want to do that. So she was just like, all right, then. I'm going to see you another time then. I guess I'm going to be out here for the weekend. So I don't know. Maybe I'll see you another time then. I don't know. All right, whatever. I guess if you just going to leave us at the train station. He was here already. This is on you. You could have told him to run his errands and when he get home, you could get dropped off. Like, so she ended up getting out the car and I was like, all right, bye, girl. I see you. And I was finna get out the car. Like, I got out the car to give her a hug. This bitch walked off. I'm like, y'all, whatever the fuck. Y'all go walk and get on that train then. So they left to get on the train. I drove off. So Shisha was like, Symone, stop meeting. Oh, my eyelash was just stuck. So she was like, stop meeting people on Facebook, girl. They be weird as fuck. Everybody you meet. Girl, you ain't never met nobody I met before. It's because at this point she knew Toxic and she knew I guess in Miranda, so she thinking like people weird. And I'm just like, yeah, great. No, for real, that bitch was weird. So I'm just like, but I already got something lined up with another Facebook friend I met in person, but so, yeah, I didn't learn my lesson. And yeah, so I was just like, I don't know what was up with her, like, nah. And I was feeling bad, y'all. I used to feel so bad when I tell people no. That's why I don't know, when I have kids, it's gonna be crazy, because I'm gonna tell them no and be like, never mind. But no, so I was feeling bad, and I low-key went to car and be like, girl, I'll take y'all to one location. But I thought about like, girl, no, what the fuck, go, just leave. So we ended up leaving, whatever. We ended up finished kicking it that night at that house or whatever like that, right? So now let's get into, it's a whole nother day. Toxic went out with old boy and all this other shit. This story's gonna be long, because it's just a part of the story that it makes sense to add it in here. It makes no sense to add it somewhere else. So anyway, Toxic was like, yeah, we need a do-over because you should have came out with us. We had so much fun. So I'm like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. So she was asking me if I wanted to hang out with her on, I forgot what day it was, just her day. So I was like, oh, my sister is coming to town or whatever. So she's like, you always got something going on. Bitch, she's my sister. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, we could still hang out with my sister or whatever. Because, y'all, it took me a minute to even mix my sister with my friends. Like, like I said, I don't like mixing people too much. So, I was like, yeah, you can hang out with us. So I ended up going to go pick up my sister. And I told her, like, yeah, my sister here. Like, come by the house or whatever. We about to go pull up on Dub or whatever. Like, we about to go pull up on my friend Dub. So she's like, okay, cool, like I want to come or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool, so come to the house. So she ended up coming to the house. We get in the car. My sister already knew her because, like I said, I knew Toxic when I was younger. But my sister kind of, she didn't really know my friends like that. But like, yeah, not Jay, like she didn't, well, let me stop calling her that because I don't call her that in real life. But not Ebony, she didn't really know my friends like that. But like, yeah, she knew of her. So anyway, so we go towards Dub house or whatever. So when we go to Dub house, y'all, why we walk up on this porch, it's dark as hell. Why a rat ran out the porch? Like literally how their porch was. It was like one of those wooded porches where, and they shit was so fucked up. Like it felt like it was gonna fall through. But like a rat ran up out the porch. So we like, what the fuck? But I swear I seen that rat slid under the door. So I'm thinking like, damn, y'all got company already. Anyway. So I ended up calling him. He let us in or whatever. So we at the house. We just chilling or whatever. And Dub was like, until you meet him, he kind of give off real intimidating. Because like I said, I don't know if I mentioned that, but he like tatted everywhere from his tongue to his booty hole. And he like just like kind of get off intimidating, but he real cool or whatever. But he do be with the shit, which I got story times. But yeah. So anyway, we chilling. His cousin is there or whatever the fuck the nigga was to him. So mind y'all, he telling us like, because at this time he had a lot of occupations, and one of them just so happened to be a how can I say this? He invested in women, and yeah, so he was like, I'm gonna have one. Mind you, it used to be the funniest thing ever. Not funny, I don't think nothing funny about that unless that's what you choose. Well, it's not funny about it anyway, that's your job, whatever. I don't judge nobody, but it used to be funny though, because y'all, when I tell y'all Dub would be in the house, we'll be kicking it with this nigga, and I wouldn't understand. Because you ever met somebody who invests in women, and let me stop saying invest in women, because what does he invest in? Shit, I guess he could be like, I don't know, and not like a stone cold 90s 80s 70s gorilla P, but like a real like regular, I'm not making sense, I'm sorry, I don't want to offend nobody, but like you ever met somebody and then they be just so goofy and you sit there and think like, who the fuck is selling kitty cat for you and why? Like this is insane. Like you just be confused as hell, like people be selling shit for you? That's wild. But yeah, so he used to be funny as hell because this nigga be like, I would ask him questions like, bro, oh, it's 11:11. I'm done. So I would be asking him questions, not like asking him questions because I was curious to work out, not like that. I would ask him questions like, why do they do this shit for you, bro? Like you're literally in the house and they out working. He'd be like, I send them encouraging messages through text. Y'all, it used to be funny as fuck because I'll be like, let me see, and it'll be his phone. He'll give me his phone and be like, here, and I'll read it. It'll be like, keep your head up, beautiful, you're doing a good job tonight, shine bright like that sun, shine bright like those street lights on Fig, you're working it, girl. It used to be the craziest shit, and it'd be like, I love you, daddy. You know, bitch, it used to be like, I love you, daddy, you're the best. Oh, you're the best P ever. He'd be like, yeah, I send them encouraging messages and I send them Bible quotes. Yo, bitch, when I used to tell you, I used to be like, this can't be freaking real. And I used to be weak because I was like, bro, this is some crazy shit. So he was like, yeah, I got a new girl. She real territorial. He's like, but I really want her to bring some food. And he was like, I'll have her bring food for everybody, but y'all gotta say y'all my cousins and stuff. Cause she don't play that. She don't like me to have homegirls. Cause she get mad. She be like, how can you have homegirls? She like, you know how they be like squares. She be like, how can you have square homegirls when we out here making money? If a bitch is not beneficial to you, a bitch don't need to be around you, type shit like that. So he was like, yeah, y'all gotta say y'all my cousins and stuff. So he over here texting a girl, talking about we her cousins and shit. He like, yeah, my cousins are really hungry. And so we just sitting there or whatever. So the girl ended up coming and we like, hi. Like, you know, we play, I don't know why. We was like dumb as hell, but we playing it off real, doing the most. Like, cousin. Oh, she's so cute, cousin. Cousin. Like, cousin after every word. And he just laughing like, y'all ain't even have to say shit. So we like, thank you so much for the food. I forgot what she bring us. I don't know if it was like Wingstop, pizza. I really don't remember. But she did bring food for everybody. But she left. She was on her way to go work or whatever. So we chilling in the house. And mind you, we all laughing and stuff like that. But Toxic is being distanced. Like, she to herself as fuck. Like, she over there to herself. Like, I'm trying to engage her in a conversation. Even Ebony, she talking to her too. Toxic is being just off to herself. She barely want to talk. Weird. Even on the way there, she was being weird. Like, off to herself. Like I said, she didn't like me to have other friends but her. So even if it was my sister, like, she was being so weird. So Dub cousin, it was a boy up in there. He was like something to her, like just trying to make small talk. So he was like, what do you mixed with? Y'all, he was like, what do you mixed with? This bitch was like, I'm not finna just start saying it, but just imagine if somebody said everything in the world. Like, she just starts saying the most like, she started saying the most crazy shit. So he was like, god damn, you a mutt, girl. Because at first when he said that to her, she was smiling like, oh, what I'm mixed with? Like, she got happy. Like, and then when she said that, he said, damn, you a mutt. She got so irritated. Like, she just sat back down and was annoyed. Like, And that's one thing too about her. Like, cause like I said, when we was at Dub House, he just cool people. Like, he never came off like, oh, I'm gonna be your friend and pee you out. Like, I can't say that word, but you know, like, he never came off like that. It was just like, he just real cool people with a friend. Like, so one thing about her, like, if she not getting male attention, she don't like that shit. And it's like, I don't know why you want male attention from him unless you want to go work for this nigga. Because he is, yeah, he just cool. It's just cool people. Like, he just real cool or whatever. And yeah, so she was kind of irritated. She was just to herself. So I'm trying to talk to her. She just like annoyed, like, girl, you good? But I'm like, shit, last time I asked a bitch if they was good, they got mad. So I'm just like, you straight? And I'm texting her like, you ready to go? Like, you want to leave? And she was just like, yeah, we could leave. These niggas is weird. And she was like, did you hear him call me a mutt? Girl, it's like, bro, you start naming some shit that was unnecessary. Like, I'm not finna go down, you know, like ancestries.com when they tell you like you're 2% Irish and all this shit. The bitch was saying shit like that. Like, bro, just say like mama this, daddy this or something. I don't know. You ain't gotta be like, I'm a fourth of this, but I'm 40% of it. Like, that's really how she was doing it. And it was like, bro, it's not that deep. But yeah, so she was just like irritated at that. But either way, she was irritated when we first got there anyway. So I was just like, whatever. So anyway, I'm like, all right, Dub, we finna get up out of here. So he like, okay, well, y'all, this is gonna say, okay, well, on your way home, you think you could pass by Fig and give the girl this? Because she said that she started her like, he wanted me to take her some tampons because he said she started her cycle. I said, no, what the fuck? Like, I'm not about to do, mind you, I ain't never met these girls a day in my life. Like I said, I don't engage in his business ventures. I don't engage in that. Like, so I don't know your employees, bro. I'm like, no, what the fuck? I'm like, he's like, I'm about to just send her an encouraging message. What? Bro, she's asking you to bring her. I said, how? This is crazy. I said, so what if something happened and she needed protection from you? Like, how do you protect her? He's like, I'm gonna send her an encouraging message, and if it's really serious, then I'll come out there. But if it's not, like, I'll tell her what to do in the situation. Bitch, I used to be so confused. Guys were like, this is insane. This nigga is sending you encouraging messages and Bible quotes. Like, how you saying, hey, I started my cycle, can you bring some tampons? And he's saying, stay up, girl. Period. Don't stop nothing but a red light. Like, what the fuck can you say to that? That's gonna be like, you know what? You right. I'm so confused. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. But anyway, we ended up leaving because Toxic was so irritated, y'all. She was annoyed. And mind y'all, like I said, I'm making small talk with her, all that. Annoyed. She was so irritated. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So we ended up leaving and we went back to my house, and my sister, she was just like chilling in the room, and I was chilling in the living room. Toxic was talking. She told me about like the party, and she was just like, yeah, girl, it was fun, and next time you should come out, and all this other stuff. We laughing, joking, we having a good time. Why my sister coming there toxic like this? And I'm just like, you still spending a night, girl? She's like, I'm spending a night. But I'm just like, she was not talking, like, girl, it was weird. Like, she was not talking. It was so weird. But if my sister leave out, it's back to, yeah, girl, oh my God. So, like, what happened? I'm like, girl, remember my old friend Rhonda from Facebook that you ain't never met before, but you seen me be, yeah, her, this, that. And I'm talking, we laugh and talk. But I'll tell you, my sister come around, it's like, and it wouldn't be just mute. It would just be, like, irritated. Like, ugh, you know other people besides me. Yeah. But other than that, like I said, my sister, she ended up going to sleep early, and we just stayed up. Me and Toxic stayed up all night laughing, talking, kikiing. I'm just about to make this real clear because the next story, y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? We stayed up all night. We laughing, talking, joking. We didn't get into it. Nothing was bad. We just good. We laughing, kikiing. It's crazy. Like, and even the next day, my sister Tatiana, did Tatiana litter? No, she didn't litter. She ended up moving, but she came over the next day. So Ebony was with her. I think she either went to her house or she was with her. She came over, she was with her. I don't remember how that went. She spent that time with her. So Toxic was still at my house. We spent the next day together. We laughing. We chilling. Watching TV. She give me foot rubs. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't rub my feet. At this point in life, she wasn't rubbing my feet no more. But like, y'all, that's what I should have known. She changed. But no, yeah, like we just laughed, and we spent the whole night together, the whole day together. It was cool, laughing. We just had a cool time. Like, it was just like real cool. She didn't bring up the boy. Like, it was just what she did, but she didn't bring up like, let's go kick with him. It was cool. We had a cool time. She like, I actually like Dub. He real cool. We could go hang out with him again. I just don't like his cousin. His cousin was weird as hell, calling me a mutt and shit like that. And I was just like laughing. She laughed about it. Y'all, basically, my eyelashes and stuff. We had a good time. But when I get to the next story, I think, yeah, the next story is pretty much, yeah, the next story is the final story when we literally stop being friends. Yep. So just remember how much fun we had this day, on this day. Okay, but anyway, that's it for this story, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you like, because y'all be reposting my videos on your story. And then when I be looking, I be like, hold on, you didn't even like that. Make sure you like. That helps a lot. That pushed me out. That helped me grow like a tree. So make sure you like my videos. That's all I'm asking. But yeah, like this video. Comment down below. All that other stuff. Follow me on my social media. It's my birthday coming up, and I'm going up the whole month of November. So y'all gotta watch me, go on my Instagram, because that's where you're gonna see it all first and all that. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in my next video.